If there's one person whose work needs CANARIE's high-performance network, it's Stan Matwin. As director of the Institute for Big Data Analytics at Nova Scotia's Dalhousie University, Stan is a master at mining staggeringly large sets of data to address some of the most pressing concerns of daily life in the modern world. Put simply, Stan harnesses the power of both software and hardware to collect, compile, and analyze unimaginably huge quantities of data. Then, he uses that data to predict the answers to some very practical questions. Questions like how to detect oil spills before they can cause catastrophic harm to the environment, which patients in an emergency room should be admitted first, what's the best way to filter spam out of your email inbox, or which issues are most likely to sway public opinion in an election.
En termes simples, Stan exploite la puissance des logiciels à des appareils pour recueillir, colliger et analyser une quantité colossale de données dont il se sert ensuite pour prévoir la réponse à des questions plutôt terre-à-terre. Comment détecter les déversements accidentels de pétrole avant qu'ils causent des dommages désastreux à l'environnement? Quel malade en salle d'urgence il faudrait examiner en premier? Ou la meilleure façon de purger la corbeille d'arrivée de ces pourriels? Par exemple, voir quel dossier ferait bifurquer l'opinion publique lors d'une élection.
To do what he does, Stan needs data, and lots of it. His process involves the mining of terabytes of data. That's more than 1,000 gigabytes of pure information, spread across millions of different records. Just a few years ago, this kind of research would have required an in-house supercomputer at a cost that could easily have stretched into hundreds of thousands of dollars. Today, Stan is able to carry out the same work faster, easier, and in collaboration with other researchers across the globe by using CANARIE and its Nova Scotia network partner, Acorn NS, and the powerful high-performance computing facilities of Compute Canada. Through Stan's leadership and with the support of CANARIE, Canada is quickly becoming a world leader in the field of big data analytics, an opportunity that can drive tremendous economic and social benefits for all Canadians. If your idea of ocean research begins with jellyfish and ends with Jaws, then Kate Moran wants to talk to you. Kate heads up Ocean Networks Canada at British Columbia's University of Victoria, the world-renowned research facility that's dedicated to furthering our understanding of our precious ocean resources. With the largest coastline in the world, Canada is in a unique position to lead the world in advancing our understanding of the oceans, where 50% of all species reside. And lead we do. Among other initiatives, Ocean Networks Canada operates Neptune and Venus, the world's largest underwater networked ocean observatories. A massive continuous stream of data collected from a range of instruments in the ocean and on the ocean floor is a treasure chest for ocean scientists, which provides a fisheye view of life in the ocean right on their desktop. The opportunities that Neptune and Venus provide for international research collaboration and interdisciplinary study of geological, physical, chemical, and biological systems on this scale are truly unique in the world.
Un flot massif et interrompu de données que glanerait une brochette d'instruments placée dans le mer ou posée sur le plancher océanique, telle est la version du coffre au trésor, dont rêve tout expert en sciences marines. Voir la vie sous-marine défiler devant soi, sur l'écran de son ordinateur, comme si on était un poisson. Les possibilités qu'offre Neptune sur les plans de la collaboration internationale en recherche et de l'étude interdisciplinaire des systèmes géologiques, physiques, chimiques et biologiques à une telle échelle n'ont pas d'équivalent ailleurs dans le monde.
And Kate and her team aren't only creating new knowledge about the ocean, they're developing practical applications to take advantage of that knowledge. One example is an early warning system for tsunamis, a tool that has the potential to save countless lives and millions of dollars in property damage. And to engage all generations in ocean science, there's Digital Fishers, a crowdsourcing game that makes footage from one of Neptune's underwater cameras available online. Digital Fishers isn't only fun, it also engages the broader community with ocean sciences and plants the seeds of inspiration in a whole new generation of ocean scientists. In addition to carrying this treasure trove of ocean data, CANARIE supported the development of the software tools and web-based environment that allow Kate and other ocean scientists to access interactive, real-time data, our national resource, from the Neptune and Venus instrument arrays. Together with BCNet, CANARIE's research and education network partner in British Columbia, CANARIE is supporting some of the most advanced ocean research in the world, something all Canadians can be proud of. The human brain is arguably the most complex, intricate, and sophisticated creation in the universe. Imagine being able to examine a complete three-dimensional map of that miraculous creation, including the ability to zoom in on any of its 86 billion neurons. Now imagine that the technology behind that map was created right here in Canada. In June of this year, Dr. Alan Evans, a professor of neurology and neurosurgery, medical physics and biomedical engineering at Montreal's McGill University, and founding member of the International Consortium for Brain Mapping, succeeded in co-creating the world's first ever 3D roadmap of the human brain. Called the Big Brain Project, the map was created by scanning more than 7,000 layers of a healthy brain, right down to the cellular level. The resulting set of data will allow doctors and researchers anywhere on the Earth to access an unprecedented degree of detail and resolution, which is almost 125,000 times larger and more precise than a typical MRI. For researchers who are trying to cure Alzheimer's, epilepsy, or other diseases of the brain, the difference between Dr. Evans' map and the data that was previously available is equivalent to the difference between trying to find your way from St. John's to Vancouver using Google Maps or an old-fashioned plastic globe.
Pour ceux qui cherchent une cure à la maladie d'Alzheimer, à l'épilepsie ou à d'autres affections du cerveau, la différence entre la carte tracée par M. Evans et les données disponibles avant-elle équivaut à chercher son chemin de St. John's à Vancouver avec Google Maps plutôt qu'un vieux globe terrestre en plastique.
When Dr. Evans first proposed the idea of creating his map, he turned to CANARIE for help. CANARIE funded Dr. Evans' C-Brain and G-Brain projects, and Dr. Evans' team built the powerful software and web-based platforms needed to connect the other researchers and datasets, laying the digital foundation for what would become the Big Brain. Leveraging the power of RISC, the Quebec Research and Education Network, along with CANARIE, the Big Brain project is already responsible for several important new inroads in medical research into the areas of cognition, aging, language, and disease. We are now one very big step closer to finally unlocking the mysteries of the human brain, and perhaps even finding cures for some of the diseases that have had a devastating impact on individuals, families, and communities. Canada's North is a precious and unique resource, and our stewardship of it is a privilege and responsibility for all Canadians. Places like Ellesmere Island and Resolute Bay are among the most sensitive locales on Earth with respect to changes in our planet's climate. As a result, they are also some of the best places in the world to study those changes and to find ways to mitigate their negative consequences. For the past 50 years, John England, Professor Emeritus of the Department of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences at the University of Alberta, and Senior Northern Research Chair for the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada, has dedicated his life to documenting environmental changes across the Canadian Arctic.
Depuis 50 ans, John England, professeur émérite du département des sciences terrestres et atmosphériques à l'Université de l'Alberta, est titulaire principal du programme de chaire de recherche nordique du Conseil de recherche en sciences naturelles et en génie du Canada, consacre sa vie à documenter les changements qui perturbent l'environnement dans l'Arctique canadien.
Over the course of numerous field explorations and exhaustive academic research, John has explored virtually every corner of Canada's Arctic archipelago. In the process, he has earned a reputation as the world's foremost authority on this fascinating region's geologic, oceanographic, and atmospheric history, from the time of the last ice age up until the modern day. John's work has raised awareness about the importance of protecting our northern lands, their abundant resources, and unique communities. With the help of CANARIE and the Northwest Territories Research and Education Network, managed by Aurora College, John is dedicating the rest of his life to sharing his knowledge with the world. While he lives in Alberta, John uses CANARIE and the Aurora College Network to teach students as far away as Inuvik in Nunavut. By sharing his knowledge through video conferencing and other real-time technologies, John is increasing the awareness of the geographic, cultural, and geologic treasures of the northern communities he's come to love. Along the way, he's inspiring the next generation of scientists to continue to pursue research that helps Canadians protect and preserve our precious northern heritage. Scholars, academics, and artists alike have all tried unsuccessfully to tackle the deceptively simple question, what exactly does it mean to be Canadian? Now, thanks in no small part to CANARIE's secure network, a UNB research scholar and University of New Brunswick professor of economics, Ted MacDonald, may have finally found the answer. Dr. MacDonald's New Brunswick Research Data Centre is arguably the foremost institution in the country dedicated to analyzing demographic, immigration, and health data from across Canada in order to better shape and inform public policy for the benefit of all Canadians. The secret behind Dr. MacDonald's success is his strategic partnership with Statistics Canada. Dr. MacDonald's Research Data Centre has been granted access to confidential Statistics Canada microdata, covering everything from population and household surveys to national censuses and administrative files. The centre gathers all this data together and then makes it available via the CANARIE network to researchers across the country. In the past, this information had to be physically mailed to researchers by bonded courier. Today, Dr. MacDonald is able to use CANARIE and its partner network in New Brunswick, operated by the University of New Brunswick, to share this crucial information instantly and securely. Dr. MacDonald's current research promises to shed crucial and surprising new light on the socioeconomic and demographic determinants of cancer, like why your chances of developing head or neck cancer may depend directly on whether you live in a big city or a rural community.
Les travaux actuels de M. MacDonald promettent de jeter un éclairage neuf, aussi capital qu'étonnant, sur les paramètres socio-économiques et démographiques du cancer. La raison pour laquelle les risques de voir une tumeur se développer dans la tête ou la nuque pourraient directement dépendre du fait qu'on habite à la ville ou à la campagne, par exemple.
The Statistics Canada data, a valuable national resource, is helping Dr. MacDonald and his peers open new frontiers of discovery in the social sciences.